I'm going to show you how I make my rosaries. I wire wrap each individual bead because I want them to hold up. This rosary I designed while I was on the Camino de Santiago. I found these pieces before I started the Camino in a little shop in an alley in Rome somewhere. I can't remember where. But I currently ordered these off of this website. Hopefully you can see it. For the record, I'm not getting any money for this. That's just where I order my stuff. Oops. So first I used to fix rosaries. People would bring me their rosaries broken and I would repair them. So I started repairing them this way so that they hold up and quit falling apart. I sign all my rosaries with a bead. First, it started with a pearl. All my rosaries had a pearl there. Now it's a pearl or a skull, and that's how I do it. The beads you can choose yourself, and I'm going to get quick to the point here. The beads, you choose the size you want, how you're going to do it. I did this one this way because the beads were smaller, so I put caps on each one, and to me it came out beautiful. This rosary particular, because it's the Camino de Santiago, I have the shells pointing the direction around the rosary as you pray, just like the trails are marked on the Camino. I also put a medal on my rosaries, which I don't know if anybody else does that, but I do that, so you always have your medal with you and your rosary. So let's get to the point here. This one is made with 20 gauge wire, which I'm now out of. I like to use the 20 gauge, and I'll show you the technique I use for thicker wire. This one I'm using 22 gauge, and that is because the pearl, the wire, the 20 wouldn't fit through, so I had to use a smaller wire. All right, to start, usually I have three tools, but I have 6 kids, so I currently only have 2 tools. And to start, I start with the chain. So I start out by putting the bead. My daughter is laughing at me right now. I don't know why. All right, I put the bead on. So I put the bead in the cap, that's what I'm using. I twist, push up here, bend it back a little bit, like that, grab it. Then, so I have something to hold on to, I put the chain on it, pinch, and I twist it. Now, when you're using thicker wire, you're gonna end up with more waste, but I like to leave enough to push it around with your fingers so that you can get a few wraps. Clip it, then I put that, give it a little squeeze, and there. Now, I don't worry so much about waste. Like I said, I like a lot of wire when I'm using thicker wire, so I'm gonna make this as if I'm using thick wire. You bend it down over and then twist. Clip. as close to it as you can. Then push that in that you just clipped off underneath. And there you are. If you want to tighten it, I take this and I squeeze. And that usually tightens it. And when I do put the other end on, I will tighten it some more. Next bead. Cap, bead, cap, I'm not looking at the camera, so I'm hoping that you guys can see everything that's going on here. Then I put this on, snap it in, and twist. Now, this video is going to be relatively short. And twist. And the reason for that is because I don't feel it's necessary for you to sit for hours and watch to learn how to do something. There's just a few aspects that you need to know. Now, this is how I get it going. When it's long enough, I'll clip this off. And now, I already have this piece made, so what I'm going to do is the next bead, and I should have done it on this one, and I didn't, but I'll do it here. Improvise. I'm practically blind. Now here, I'm going to attach this here. The more you do it, the quicker you get. It used to take days to finish a rosary. Now I can finish one in a day. They make good gifts. If you know somebody really good or really well and you want to give them something that's personalized, that's one thing you can do is make a rosary that they will not find anywhere else. And this does take time, and they're beautiful, so they make a wonderful gift. I can't see. All right. Going blind in my old age. All right. So now I have to decide how I'm going to do this. I cut each space between this is 3 links. So I'm going to cut this one at 1, 2, 3. And there we are. Now this one is going to be, I'm going to attach the chain on this. If you're not going to put a metal on it, you can do just 3 links. But because I'm doing a metal on it, I do 6, I believe. And I will show you how to do the metal because that's just how I'm going to do it. And push it tight. Gotta be careful because I don't want to destroy this by cutting too much of something. All right. I'm not used to talking and doing this at the same time. So I'm going to count 3, and on the third one, push this through. Okay, now, and this is why I didn't think you needed to be walked through each and everything here. I have this. This is ready for my metal. Now what I'm going to do is I add this, and I've already completed this. So here, now I attach a chain. Do I attach a chain? You know what? That's so funny. Talking and doing this, I'm forgetting what I'm doing. I've made rosaries for years. Okay, so I'm going to add a chain here, and then from there, I'm going to add the centerpiece. Now, I'm a firm believer that every aspect of a rosary that you're making, or any art for that matter, should have meaning to you or to who it's going to. Sound effects. All right. Now we will attach this centerpiece here. It's done the same way, except here I'm just going to twist it. I can center it if I want so that it looks more like so. And I wrap it. This I do differently. I'm going to keep that there, and I'm just gonna snip it wherever. Now I need to twist it relatively close. Put the metal on. Depending on your rosary, pay attention if it has a direction. Mine has a direction, so I snip these. And then you just crimp them. Now, if they're too close together, you can twist them if the ends are, and bend them down. I'll do another video with my missing tool. I like the ones that are flat on the inside. They're better for crimping. Quicker, easier. Okay. Now, at this point, I need to attach the part that I showed you. Now, this is where I did screw up. Because, no, I didn't. Huh. Here, I thought I did. I don't normally do rosaries in pieces like this. I start at one end, finish at the other. So this process is a little bit different. Now, the centerpiece, these were hard to find. First time I used these, I found a bracelet while I was walking the Camino that was made of just these shells. And I took it apart and used it for the Our Fathers. Now, now you put this on, and it's kind of the same way as the other one. It's just like a bead, putting a bead on. Because, well, I guess technically it is a bead. Except this is a little more forgiving than a regular bead. And I'm going to connect this and hope that I did this in the right direction. Because again, don't normally make them like this. Put any end that you cut. You gotta bury it so that it doesn't snag on a bag or your pocket. Okay. So now I'm going to attach this here. I think I might make another video one of these days and change the camera direction. All right. Shorten this a little bit. Now the chain I would have normally cut off here, but because I want to show you guys exactly what I'm doing, I left it attached. Maybe help give an understanding of why I do it the way I do it. Now, I'm going to, we'll get back to the metal. Right now, we're going to work on, have the cross and this piece already made because you already know how to do the beading. This piece. So, it's the same thing. Well, this is, all right, first I'm gonna clip this. It's in my way. Now, it's 1, 2, 3. And I go from this one, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. So I want 3 free links that aren't attached to anything. So, and we'll attach the metal to that. Right now, let's get to this. Now this is just how I do it. Wire wrapping, beadwork. I'm sure there's a million different ways to do it, but this I learned myself, was never taught, so it has to be, I mean, you're just twisting wire, right? The real work is that it has meaning, that you choose the right beads. I use glass beads because they're shiny and I like shiny. So when the light hits them right, they glisten. My youngest son says, "You're lucky, you have treasure." Because they're shiny. Now, if you make a mistake, beauty about it is it's not a big deal. If you're not happy with something, if it's not going together right, like this, you know what? I'm not happy with it. Just make sure you don't clip the chain. I'm not happy how that was looking, so I'm gonna do it again. Now I set up a bunch of lights so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And they're like studio lights and such. And now I am sweating. And I feel like I'm rushing because I'm hot, I want to drink, I want to get this done. Okay. Now remember that nothing's ever perfect, but you can get it pretty darn close. It could be imperfect and beautiful. Like each and every one of us. Was that cheesy? It was cheesy. Yeah. I like cheesy. All right. Now, boom, almost there. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe and get, what do they call them? Notifications.
Hit the bell to get notifications.
Yeah.
Every time we post videos.
So if I ever post a video again, you will know. And hopefully, it'll be as cool. Hopefully, it'll be cooler than this one. If you like it, please like it. Oh, is that a thumbs up? Please give it a thumbs up. And share.
Allow me to do this part.
And share.
If you liked your video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button to get notifications every time we post a video.
Oh my goodness, you watch too much YouTube.
I don't watch YouTube.
All right. Nothing wrong with YouTube. There's a lot of things I've fixed because of YouTube. Refrigerators, cars. I fixed the piano real good.
I'm pretty sure you destroyed it.
Yeah. All right. Now, I'm going to crimp those in so that you don't get hurt. It doesn't snag on things. Twist it to get it where you want. All right, I'm blind. I will spend a half an hour trying to fix this because you know what? I apologize. This video keeps getting longer and longer.
It's only at like half an hour.
Oh my goodness.
44 minutes.
All right, let's try this again.
We're editing most of it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a large portion of this out.
Can I do the end?
You just did the end.
The like and subscribe? No,
Yeah.
I want to do it again when we're actually done.
Okay, well, you can do it again when we're actually done. All right. Now, hopefully, it works this time. But like I said, none of us are perfect. I'm gonna clip this off, get it out of my way. Now, when you get this put together, you have a couple tools. You can do some fine tuning, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get this together. See, that's why I like to have more on there. It's easier to twist the wire. You cut off a little more, but it's easier to work the wire. All right, now a metal. I'm gonna put this metal on here. Don't ask me where I got it, because I don't know. All right. Now you can start with it on the rosary, or you can start with it on the metal. It is a personal preference. Whatever is easier for you. I'm really hoping, I want this video not to be longer than, I wanted less than 15 minutes, but that's not going to happen. And I apologize. I will try harder next time. Maybe I'll have more preparation.
Don't rush yourself, though.
I will.
Rushed videos suck.
We'll call it Preparation H.
Science class has made me hear someone say H and want to finish it with 2-0.
Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna brush this out of the way for the reveal, since it's not like you guys haven't watched me put this together. Now, here we are. Now, you'll find that, like, sometimes when you pick them up, if the crucifix isn't where you want it, you can, like, twist it, just spin it a little bit, tweak these, adjust them. I'll do more videos, but here we are. This is one we made, and I will show a picture of it. It will be the thumbnail. Thank you for watching, and
if you liked our video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button so that you get a notification every time we post another video.
Thanks for watching, and any comments? You know what, I think I'll leave comments open and all that stuff. It'll be fun. All right, thank you.